I always tell everybody that everything happens as it's supposed to happen. There's certain things you have control over your life, some things you don't, but everything visits your house. The good, the bad, the evil, the beautiful, the blissful, the magic, everything is in play. And to think that you can control all of this, it could be very frustrating. But typical week, well, showing the ups and downs of this process. Uh, Last Thursday, just a few days ago, my son and daughter-in-law, they celebrated their wedding anniversary. Following the next day, my daughter and her husband celebrated their wedding anniversary. And on Friday was the 52nd birthday of a niece. So it was just kind of a typical, things going on. And then on Saturday, I became a great grandfather. There was a beautiful great granddaughter born. A few hours later, uh, I hear from my granddaughter, and she's in a car accident, not just a regular car accident, but she's driving from Reno through Donner area around Truckee, and a large buck, big elk, deer, runs across two lanes of traffic on the other side of the road, jumps over the medium divide, and is airborne. And she's driving at 60, 65 miles an hour on the holiday traffic filled freeway there on Highway 80. And she looks, and there's a big buck, the horns and everything, landing on her hood of her car, and then falling off, and then the hood pops open and she can't see, and then the airbags open up. Apparently she has an airbag down by the feet, she has an airbag up by the face, and she's pinned and she can't move, she can't see, and the car is still traveling on the highway, and it slides all over and she has no control of it, and it finally stops alongside the road. She didn't go off a cliff, she didn't bang into another car, all blessings. And then she was traveling with her cat. She has her cat in a little carrier case in the back, and it had seatbelts on it, thank God. And so she was concerned about her cat, and a lot of people passed her. Not many stopped. In fact, nobody stopped until finally this woman stopped, pulled in front, and traffic's going by, and gets in there and helps her get out of the car because the door is jammed because the frame's bent, and she got the airbags in her face, so it helped get her out. He then checked on the cat. She was a veterinarian, as it turns out. So all the people pull over, it's a veterinarian. So the veterinarian checks on her cat, make sure her cat's okay, which, gave a little peace of mind to my granddaughter. And then finally the police come, and it happened to be the same highway patrol office that my son worked out of, and he retired 2 years ago. And so the captain called him and said, "We got your niece here and everything." They gave him a whole report. So it was kind of beautiful having friends on the road there helping her out. So she had that going. We had that going on, and then we had the birth of a great grandchild. And then that day, I get a message that my good junior high school, and elementary school friend, and friend for all these last 65 years or more, passed away. She was in Aspen, Colorado. Rita Jo Marks, or with her married name was Rita Jo Hunter. And she passed away, beautiful life, beautiful person, no complaints. She died of Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, which was not a comfortable thing to go through. She never complained. She lived her life, a beautiful person. So there I have a day where there's a birth, I become a great grandfather. There's a death, I lose a beautiful friend, but I don't lose her memories. I lost a beautiful friend. And then my granddaughter, through the grace of God, just a few seconds, one way or the other, that deer could have hit and went through the windshield. More damage could have happened. She could have went off the road. And if you'd driven up towards Truckee and those mountains and the cliffs and everything, that you could actually end up off the road and off a cliff. So she was protected. So you can look at this and say, "Oh, what an unlucky thing." No, it was destined. All she had to do is 2 or 3 seconds later left her house, uh, didn't let somebody pass her or slowed down a little bit. Anything would have changed that destination. but that was her destination. She had to go through that for whatever reason, but she was protected. So instead of looking at it and going, oh, what a terrible thing. Oh, what's happening to my granddaughter? Blah, blah, blah. I just look at it and say, well, you know what? She was looking to buy a new car. This will help her out. We'll help her out. This will motivate her to go out there and get another car. It's all good. She's going to survive. The cat's okay. Not so much for the deer. All right. And then bringing a new life in, with being a great grandfather, I'm kind of looking forward to this. Sounds like a new phase of life. And then a death of a friend. It's a death of a friend, but not death of memories and not death of love. So I know life does go on. So I just kind of throwing that out to you. That's just the last, since, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's just 4 days. All that occurred. And I'm saying not unusual, not unnatural. It just is what it is. The week before, I handled 2 women who lost their mothers. I handled somebody who was trying to get off drugs. I was dealing with somebody that was suicidal. I was dealing with somebody else who was having major financial issues, and somebody else was, concerned about getting evicted from their house. And all things that just happened. We're not going to leave this life without being tested and schooled. So the idea is you're not going to stop everything that's going to happen to you, nor can you control it. How can you control a deer jumping on your hood of your car? You can control how you react to it, how you relate to it, and how you deal with it. It's all attitude. So to me, everybody was tested. All of us. Everybody was involved in that situation, because I could have reacted, oh my gosh. No, it was what it was. It was all supposed to happen. And in memory of my friend who left, Rita, blessings of peace and love. And I just know that you're in good hands. You're going to do all right. And I will see you at some point. And for the new soul coming in, welcome to the family. And to my granddaughter who had the accident, you will heal. You'll get another car. Life will go on. All is good. And so for you out there, my friends, my family that are watching this, I just decided to make this video because people get hung up on things that happen, and then it's just like, then just focus on the negative. It's like a couple weeks ago, I found out I got cancer on the lip. I got cancer on the ears. I got cancer on the sides here. And so I'm going in August to get some stuff done. It's just part of the journey. It's just what will happen. So you just deal with it. That's all life is a series of things that happen. And you just, it's not the hand you're dealt. It's not the cards you got in your hand. As that song says, every hand's a winner. Every hand's a loser. It's knowing when to hold them, when to fold, how to play it. So that's life. Consider every hand a winner. Get the best out of it. Get the message. Know that basically the universe loves you, and everything that happens to you is nurturing and is bringing you that perfection that you need at some level. Everything happens as it's supposed to happen. God bless.